Now, pay attention to Stephanie White. You're going to see her do a lot of this throughout the clips that I'm going to show y'all. And this just shows me Michaela.
That's not a coach overreacting on the sideline. That's Stephanie White actively trying to salvage a play that's falling apart in real time. Aaliyah Boston looks animated and engaged, while Caitlin Clark appears completely disconnected, almost daydreaming on the court. Meanwhile, the Indiana Fever dropped their season opener by 3 points to a Dallas Wings team that looked twice as organized and far more prepared. So, what's actually breaking down on the floor?
Running into Caitlin right here, and Caitlin is really confused, right? She's like, what's going on? And you're like, this doesn't happen to AB and CC. What's going on here? So after that, Aaliyah Boston, once again, she sees that it's a broken play, and then she just goes into, well, I'm about to drive, I'm about to make something happen type of mentality. And she got a foul off of this one, but I still would like her to be patient. I think they had like 11 seconds here.
Watch that sequence one more time. Aaliyah Boston literally runs into Caitlin Clark at the top of the key. Why? Because the play completely breaks down. The set was designed for a handoff, and Caitlin loses her spot in the action. Sophie Cunningham is pointing, Boston is gesturing, and the entire offense is desperately trying to communicate during a single possession. There are only 11 seconds left on the shot clock, yet nobody seems to be on the same page.
But you're going to see, watch Stephanie White and watch Caitlin Clark here. Stephanie White is telling her, hey, you're supposed to do this, right? And Caitlin starts patting her chest saying, oh, yeah, my bad, that's me. Right? Then she goes to AB and says the same thing. Look, they're fresh in the season, it's first game. So I think once they get acclimated with...
Now, pay attention to what happens after the possession dies. Stephanie White pulls Caitlin Clark in. She's not yelling, and she's not slamming a clipboard in frustration, she's teaching. Meanwhile, Caitlin taps her own chest and says, my bad, my bad. That's accountability from a franchise player in Game 1. But it's also confirmation of what the film was already showing you. The number one option in this offense is still learning the playbook.
It's also a little bit of Caitlin's fault and AB's fault as well, but I do feel like that's a coach thing. Tell them, hey, we need to get to the pick and roll, let's get to it. So let's take a look at this. Now, look, Stephanie White is going to be waving AB up saying, hey, no, come up and set this screen. All right. As you can see.
Here's where the coaching narrative online really starts to fall apart. Fans are crushing Stephanie White for not running enough pick and roll with Caitlin Clark, but watch this clip closely. Stephanie is literally waving Aaliyah Boston up and out of the post. She doesn't want a deep seal. She wants a hard, sticky screen set at the top of the key. Boston sets it, Caitlin turns the corner, gets downhill, and suddenly the offense flows beautifully. So, the real question isn't whether Stephanie White trusts the action. The real question is whether her players are consistently executing the offense the way she's actually calling it.
Watch, just keep an eye on Stephanie right here. She's coming off the stagger, and Stephanie is waving. She's waving KK, but KK is not paying attention. Watch how she just started jumping out her shoes and socks over here, right? A little ghost screen for Caitlin. Look. Finally, the screen comes. Excuse me. The screen comes, and I think KK...
And this is what makes the entire Caitlin Clark coaching debate so complicated. Watch Stephanie White during this stagger screen action. She's waving, gesturing, and literally pointing to the exact spot where Caitlin needs to be. But Caitlin doesn't recognize it right away. She's bouncing on her toes, anticipating the catch, yet she's still 2 beats late getting into position. By the time the screen finally comes, she has no choice but to improvise. She twists the defender into knots, rises up, and fires a heavily contested pull-up, classic Iowa-era Caitlin Clark basketball. The shot misses, and instantly the online narrative becomes, Stephanie White is holding her back. But the film actually shows the opposite. The structure is there. The coaching is there. The timing and execution are what break down, even on something as simple as a handoff action.